Oh, love. It can be so wonderful, but it can also be vile, conflictual, and angry, leading to the dissolution of a marriage. Divorce is difficult no matter how much money you have, but divorce for multi-millionaires and billionaires is even more difficult. When a huge celebrity marriage hits the papers, a hidden part of gossip readers everywhere is waiting for the juiciest stories to appear. The ones that detail the breakup and how much they'll get when they eventually sell the lavish home they shared. For the wealthy and famous, the spotlight is both a gift and a curse, and when their relationships unravel, the drama is broadcast for everyone to see. And in most circumstances, one comes away from the relationship a lot richer than before. On that note, let's dive into 9 of the most expensive divorces ever. If you assumed weddings were pricey, wait until you see some of the rich and famous' staggering splits. Number 9. Tiger Woods and Elin Nordegren, $110 million. The Wildensteins divorced after more than 20 years of marriage, while Tiger Woods divorced after just 6. Elin Nordegren divorced the golf legend for $110 million in 2010. When Nordegren traveled to the United States to work, she was introduced to Tiger Woods, and the two became friends. After it was discovered that Woods was having an affair with a New York nightclub manager, the marriage came to an end. Number 8. Michael Jordan and Juanita Vanoy, $168 million. Woods isn't the only player whose divorce hearings have gotten off to a rocky start. Michael Jordan married Juanita Vanoy in 1989 at the Little White Chapel in Las Vegas, and the two went through 2 separate divorce battles. The couple had 3 children together before filing for divorce in 2002 due to irreconcilable differences. They wanted to continue to save the marriage despite the filing. However, in 2006, Jordan sought divorce once more. Michael and Juanita agreed to end their 17-year marriage amicably. According to People, some relatives were surprised by the breakup because the couple had been seen spending time together in the days immediately prior to it, even watching their son's basketball game. Vanoy's divorce payout was one of the richest in sporting history at $168 million. Number 7. Mel Gibson and Robyn Moore, $425 million. Mel Gibson's girlfriend, Rosalind Ross, gave birth to Gibson's 9th child in 2017. Gibson had his 8th child with Russian pianist Oksana Grigorieva in 2009, while still married to Robyn Moore, his 31-year-old wife and mother of his first 7 children. In 2012, after a string of vicious and racially fueled Gibson meltdowns, their long, public and bitter divorce was finalized. Moore, a former dental nurse, received half of Gibson's $850 million fortune. She also has a claim to half of Gibson's future film royalties. Number 6. Adnan and Soraya Khashoggi, $874 million. Adnan Khashoggi, a Saudi weapons trader, married Sandra Daly, a 20-year-old Englishwoman, in 1961. She changed her name to Soraya after converting to Islam. At the time, Adnan Khashoggi was among the world's wealthiest men. However, in 1982, he agreed to pay his ex-wife $874 million in a divorce settlement. The couple had 3 ships, 3 yachts, and 17 residences at their peak of wealth. Number 5. Steve and Elaine Wynn, $955 million. Elaine Wynn, a billionaire, social media personality and political figure, is unofficially nicknamed the Queen of Las Vegas. She received shares worth more than $955 million in 2011 after supporting her celebrity businessman husband Steve Wynn in establishing a casino empire. Naturally, this makes her a very rich woman, but her power goes well beyond her bank account. Steve Wynn was embroiled in a flurry of sexual assault lawsuits, hush money payments to potential victims, and sordid tales of sexual abuse after his divorce. Elaine Wynn seizes the moment, declares herself, and uses her vast wealth to take control of the Wynn family from her estranged husband's followers through the legal system. Number 4. Rupert Murdoch and Anna Torv, $1.7 billion. In 1967, Rupert Murdoch met and married Maria Torv, a talented journalist for one of his publications. That was also the year he divorced his first wife, with whom he had a child, whom he had married in 1956. In 1999, he divorced Torv and married Wendy Deng, another media mogul, 17 days later. Murdoch married actress Jerry Hall in 2016 after he and Deng divorced in 2013. He is in his late 80s now. Torv walked away with $1.7 billion and an additional $110 million in cash in 1999. The particulars of Murdoch's divorce from Deng remain unknown. Number 3. Alec and Jocelyn Wildenstein, $3.8 billion. Alec Wildenstein, an art dealer, divorced his cosmetic surgery-obsessed spouse Jocelyn in 1999. According to folklore, she received between $2.5 and $3.8 billion in cash up front, plus $100 million a year over the next 13 years. It's also worth noting that despite the fact that this agreement has been extensively documented by a variety of reliable outlets, it's never been officially authenticated. As a result, Jocelyn will not be listed as a true multi-billionaire on Forbes, Bloomberg, or Celebrity Net Worth. In reality, she has had some unusual financial and personal issues. She was almost evicted from her Trump Tower apartment in 2013. She was sued in 2015 for not paying rent on her Los Angeles apartment. She was jailed in 2016 on sexual violence grounds. It's quite likely that she's already spent a significant portion of the money she got. During the divorce proceedings, it was discovered that Jocelyn spends over $550,000 a year on eating out and pays $60,000 a year on phone bills. Number 2. Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott, $38 billion. The couple first met in New York as both working at D.E. Shaw, a hedge fund. Mackenzie assisted Jeff in getting Amazon off the ground when they shifted to Seattle. In 2019, Jeff Bezos and his wife Mackenzie Scott divorced. Mr. Bezos, the founder of Amazon and the world's richest man with a net worth of $197 billion, paid $38 billion to end his 26-year marriage to his wife. Mr. Bezos revealed that he would keep 75% of the company's stock, while his ex-wife would gain a 4% interest. Jeff will keep the entire rocket industry Blue Origin, as well as the Washington Post. Mackenzie will most likely be the world's third richest woman after the divorce is finalized. Number 1. Bill Gates, $127 billion. Who would have guessed that the world would talk about something other than COVID-19 in this day and age? But it does, thanks to Bill and Melinda Gates' unfortunate break. After 27 years of marriage, Bill Gates and his wife Melinda have declared their divorce, with court papers showing they did not have a prenuptial agreement in effect. According to Bloomberg, Bill Gates is the fourth richest man on the planet, with a net worth of $146 billion. In 1987, the two met while working at Microsoft and have since worked on a variety of philanthropic endeavors, including their joint foundation. According to Forbes, their joint family fund has a $49.8 billion trust endowment. Despite the fact that they have each pledged to devote the majority of their money to the Giving Pledge, which they established with billionaire Warren Buffett in 2010, the divorce will be the biggest asset division to date. According to Washington state statute, assets purchased after a marriage belong to both spouses and are shared equally. It is also unclear what would happen to their finances. According to some estimates, Melinda Gates' net worth may be as much as $73 billion. The Gates children are expected to inherit $10 million each, with the remainder of the couple's fortune going to charities. Melinda Gates did not request spousal assistance, which may mean that she would obtain a substantial amount of money from other properties. With that, we conclude our video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, then give it a thumbs up and ring the notification bell button for our latest updates. We would love to hear your feedback. Is there anything you want to share with us? Please feel free to mention it in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time.